more can I say?
Top Billin.
All right, Top Billin. I know you haven't forgotten about UGA as the premier recruiting outfit in the entire country, in my opinion, over the last, I'll say 2 or 3 seasons, right? So this year will be no difference. UGA will finish extremely high, and it's back on track right now with one Kendall Milton, 5-star running back out of California. So I don't know where Clovis, California is, and I want to do this as a complete scouting session. Not a highlight channel. This is a film study, but even more importantly, this is a scouting session of how to get familiar with certain players. So this is stuff that I do all the time that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't get to see unless you're at patreon.com/committed to the G. So you see less and less Georgia content on the YouTube. I told y'all a long time ago I was going to make other people my primary on YouTube, and you was going to have to catch Georgia stuff on the Patreon. So that's in full effect right now, but we'll get on this for you guys right here. Your man Kendall Milton, right? 6'1.5", 229 pounds. So when I first think of that, I'm like, man, this kid's already 230 pounds. He's entering his senior season, right? So these type of commitments are always weird because they haven't played their senior seasons yet. So imagine this kid in a strength and conditioning program over the next 3 years, definitely, but he still has a half a year, a full, 5 or 6 months in high school. So where will he be at? Will he be in the 240 pound range? Can you keep a kid from naturally growing? Keep him around 230 pounds at nearly 6'2"? I don't know. All right, let's check out his verified results right here. So he ran a 4.76 at an opening regional, which is very good, right? If you're saying a guy's 230 pounds, he ran this after his junior season. It's 5'11", so really just a couple of months ago, right? 35-inch vertical leap, 11.4 verified 100-meter time. Looks like that was a couple of years ago, so no telling what he's running right now. And at this regional, he was 220 pounds and a legit 6'1.5", right? My comp for him is one Beanie Wells, Ohio State legend. Beanie Wells was very good in the pros as well when he wasn't hurt. But Beanie Wells was an absolute monster for a national championship competing Ohio State team, which was largely put right on the shoulders of this young man right here. So big Beanie Wells guy. But I know a lot of you people probably don't know who Beanie Wells is, so I have another comp that you may recognize. And that is one Najee Harris, currently entering his junior season at the University of Alabama, right? 6'3", 226 pounds. I seen him listed right now in college last season. Look like he got a little bit heavy on the heavier side. He was like looks like he was closer to 240 pounds. But you can see right there, man, he was a big time pickup for the Tide, the number 2 overall player in his cycle. All right, so a big guy. Let's check the top end speed right here. All right, so I don't know what happened to the camera at the end of that bad boy right there, but check this out. So first thing you got to notice is when you have to put up number 10 nationally De La Salle, it probably means you're not playing the best of competition, because most of these guys that are in these big time programs would never care to mention the team that they're playing, because we already know that. So that's kind of alarming right there. But the talent is the talent, and what I like about him is you can see right here he plays with a lot of power, meaning the concepts, power concepts. So you see him with the G lead right here to pull in the guard on a pull, on a skip pull right here. Boom. I love that right there. So that'll be good for him at Georgia, because you'll see a lot of these power schemes, I believe, in Coach Coley's scheme. Although they will lean on a lot of zone blocking as well, but these power concepts won't go away. It's almost like a pin and pull, right? So he's able to work off the hip of a blocker and get straight upfield. But this is one of those ones you dream about right there, because this is pretty much grab and go in a straight line. So, but this is what I want to show you right here. When you're that big, you're almost 230 pounds, people are going to turn down contact. So you end up breaking tackles off of sheer size, right? So this guy takes a poor angle on purpose because he doesn't want to get ran over. But I will say this as well. We look at it going right here. If it wasn't for this particular receiver, I'm not so sure he wouldn't have gotten run down, because you don't see him necessarily separating, right? Really no separation. My guy's obviously worried about the guy coming up on him, and he does a great job of walling them off as well. But like I said before, that's adequate speed, and you can see him looking back right there, really worrying about it. So let you know that his top end speed may be more like a Najee Harris, who I wondered about his top end speed as well coming out of high school. And we see that Najee Harris does not have that good a top end speed. He has really no long runs outside of the run against Georgia. And even that was like, I think like 30 yards or something like that. So I'm talking about hitting 70 and 80 something yard runs. I am not there yet with him, but man, the feet and everything like that, when we get later on in this, you'll see what type of sweet feet he has. He's extremely jingle-footed. All right, here's some of that suspect competition, but here's another long run, which you usually see at the beginning of people's highlights. Think more power concepts right there. But you see my man right there is able to take an angle on him. He's cutting it back. Pretty good right there, right? Let's go back. Yeah, look at that, more power. So they like to pull those guards right here. So you got a tag pull, tackling guard pull right there. Pin and pull technique. And he's able to navigate that. I love his vision. I loving his ability to work off these pulling guards and tackles. So you see what I tell you right there? You're probably going to naturally break tackles when you're that big. Just because you're that big. Now look at him, man. He's literally bigger than everybody on the field. He's about as big as some of these linemen they have on the opposite team. So you see him get to step on there. His running style is so reminiscent of Beanie Wells. But great job right here to sucker the guy in and then just pull it back. This was poor tackling right here. At the very least, I would have forced him to continue to run upfield. And he allows for the cutback right there. Good stuff, man. Very good stuff. I would definitely like to see him teamed up, though, with the second back in the class. Somebody who's more of a speed demon. All right, check this out. It's almost like a modified version of student body right. Everybody pulling. Look at him stick that foot in the ground. All right. Yeah, that looks bad. The guy chasing him right there. I don't want to say anything. I don't want to get in trouble. But I'm pretty sure you guys probably looking at the same thing right there. But all right. Student body 2.0. Right there. Now look at the vision, ability to look at it right there. This is what I like right here. Surveying, kind of gets high with it, and he knows when he sees what it is, stick that foot in the ground. So, like I said before, naturally gonna break tackles. People not gonna want to hit you. And then, yeah, let's just go on to the next one. Good run. All right, here's where he excels at, kind of the short area stuff because of his agility, just like Najee Harris. Put it back right here. Still working with the power, right? Power runs galore. Stick that foot in the ground. Good blocking, man. He's working with some really good blocking schemes there. And he's able to pretty much go untouched on some of these runs. But usually when you're going untouched, you have a little bit to do with that as well because it's still about organically finding those creases. All right, look at the vision and agility. A little bit of a breach right there. Your man's right back on it. Breach right here, like at the shade on the A gap. Oh, look at that subtleness. Great agility on this big kid, man. Super jingle footed. I like it. It's probably my favorite part of his game right there is his agility along with his vision. All right, here we go again with the power. That's an interesting way to make someone miss right there. So you notice on a lot of these plays right here, well, not a lot of them, on all of these plays, you don't see him squaring anybody up. This was what really reminds me of Najee Harris, is that he's a little bit more finesse than you would think for somebody 230 pounds. Najee Harris doesn't run anybody over either. He'll hurdle you before he does that. And Kendall Milton's the type of guy that can make you miss at 230 pounds. That is special. That's how you preserve a career, because when you're 6 foot, nearly 6'2", you have a lot of surface area to hit. And that's why these guys end up having shorter careers. But when you can make somebody miss at that size, man, that is golden. I like this one. It's illustrative of what I'm talking about. I remember saying how Travis Etienne breaks tackles by running to a spot. Kendall Milton is very much like that as well. You see right here. So he's going to encounter this particular backer right here coming backside. Now, sometimes I would like to see a guy that big, being it be him or Najee Harris or whomever, really set the tone by fertilizing somebody, you know? But you see him right there, he doesn't necessarily do that. He's running to a spot, and he's going to break that tackle anyway. He's not squaring this guy up. You can see him running to a spot, and he's going to break that tackle because he's 230 pounds, and this guy's probably 185 pounds, right? So, good stuff right there, and that's just the benefit of being that big, man. You just have gifts. All right, this is so Beanie Wells right here. We got him reverse field. Now look, he's gonna make a whole bunch of people miss, and none of it's through running anybody over. It's just straight agility. Counting the first man, make him miss. All right, so somebody like this, sometimes I would like to see him punish when somebody like that, straight fertilize them, but does a great job making them miss. The guy probably wanted to miss anyway, if we're being frank about it. And look at him reversing that field. Great block right here by the receiver on a crackback. I hate crackback blocks, man. You don't never run and just look at the opponent either. I'm always looking ahead. I already know where he's going. I can glance right here to make sure that I'm not about to be pilt out. But he got fertilized. Look at him. Oh, he's on autonomous driver right there. He don't know where he's at. He's driving, but he ain't operating the wheel. All right, last one right here. Tackle breaking machine, but none of it through just sheer physicality. Look at this in the hole. Sick, man. I just absolutely love this dude's ability to make you miss. Look at him take it on the pull right here. Power concept. Meet a man in the hole. Always make the first man miss. That's a sign of a great back. Now look. Oh. Lowers the shoulder pad a little bit right there. Runs through a tackle. Just a big dude, man. Look at him. He looks bigger than everybody out there. Good stuff. All right. You see the same thing with Najee Harris right here. You see him not blazing speed, but Najee's got that, definitely has the ability to make you miss. And you can see his competition very much look similar. This is crazy right here. I don't know what this was. Very similar, man. It might be a similar part of California as well. I think I remember Najee playing against maybe De La Salle one time or two. But look at that. Short area agility. That kind of thing. Being able to hit it on the outside, make people miss, be off to the races. Get some better camera equipment though. Spin moves. Look at him. Suspect competition, but not necessarily separating, blowing somebody out with the top end speed. But man, you can't front. Najee Harris has been pretty good for Alabama. See him that there, muscle relaxing everybody. Hit you with the muscle relaxer. Do what he has to do, all right? But yeah, there you have it, man. Excited to see Kendall Milton as the first domino to fall in Georgia's backfield. They're going to be taking two backs in this particular class. We'd love to see him paired with someone a little bit faster so you can have the thunder and lightning thing going on. But regardless, I think Kendall Milton will be an absolute stud in the University of Georgia. And him playing in those power schemes that he does in high school will only serve him best at the University of Georgia. So great pickup for the Dawgs. Dawgs back in the swing of things. You know the Dawgs will be finishing with a top 5 class at least. I expect it to be perhaps even higher when some of these other dominoes fall. But we'll see. It doesn't matter. We just got to, none of this matters when these kids actually get to college. So I know you guys really love that out there. You love the star rankings and stuff like that. But to be honest with you, I couldn't care less. But it is what it is. You like it, I love it. All right. But as always, thank you for watching. Make sure you're on patreon.com/committedtotheg if you want Georgia exclusive content. I'm giving it out there. I'm giving out that work right there. So not much Georgia stuff on the Top Billin YouTube channel anymore. And I told you guys that before, all right? But it is what it is. Thank you for watching and peace.
What more can I say? Top Billin.